Hey, hi, hello, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites every stinking time, folks. That's what we're doing out here. If you like rogues, I am so glad that you're out here with us because that is all we play on the channel every single time. And you know why we do that? Because we love rogues and we have just a great time doing that. Okay? That's what we're doing out here. If you like them, I'm glad you're here with us. Hey, folks, I am back with a game that I have just been having such a blast with. This is a game called Heretics Fork. And we've got a few things going on here. This is a auto battler roguelite deck builder with some nice tower defense in there as well. And you know what? It just works. And it works really well. And it has set the hook in me. And I gotta tell you, I spent the better part of yesterday playing this game. Had some free time, got in there, and it just set the hook. There's a lot of different combinations and builds that you can put together. And as you play more and more, you get better at it. And then you open up new cards at the same time. And, you know, because of that, you get a little bit better at it. And getting better at it makes you feel good. So I kept playing and I kept playing. And I found a strategy that started working for me really well. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to put together a very, very strong Hellfire build today. And I'm hoping that we're going to have a really great outcome and get the W. Why don't we do that? Folks, this is Heretics Fork, and we are going to burn all of the sinners that are trying to escape us because, let's face it, that's the right thing to do. Now, there are 3 different damage types in the game. Holy, unholy, and of course, Hellfire. And again, what we're going to attempt to do here is build the most magnificent set of Hellfire towers to punish those sinners that are trying to escape hell. We're not letting anybody out. Resets all garrison spawn timers spawning units for each garrison. Well, that might not be bad. Let's grab that, and we're going to hold on to it. We're going to go ahead and use that one for now. And we're going to keep rolling here. We've got a good start. I like the Great Cleanser towers. They do a little bit of an AoE. I was going to say AoE type damage. And it's pretty effective versus crowds. All right, increases spawn rate of all garrisons. I'm going to go with this higher level card in hopes that I'll be able to combine it with another level 3 card to get something good. Speaking of. So let's put that there. Let's put that over there. And let's upgrade and see what we get here. Okay. This wouldn't be terrible since there is an AoE component to those towers. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. And let's see what else we can get by combining these cards. We do need another tower, and here it is. There's our Hellfire. Perfect. And I like the Repenters. All right, we're good. I like the Repenters because they kind of fly out there, and I think they All right, I take that back. I was going to say they do AoE damage as well, but they don't. They just kind of explode a little bit, which is nice. Okay, so, of course, as we go along here, we're going to want to boost the Hellfire damage. But before I use the cards, I kind of like to see what all of the options are that I have. Creates a new bomber garrison. Units do Hellfire damage. So we're going to do this. We're going to play it, and that's going to upgrade our Repenter's Tower. And we're going to play this too for the same reason. And then look at this. 2 towers, same rarity. We're going to combine them and get an epic. I just wish I could have used that as well. Now this character does have the capability to lock cards for an additional energy cost, and that's an important thing to do. I would have saved that card for next time, but I was just simply out of energy at that point, so I couldn't do it. Oh, and you know what? We've got this Hellfire, and it's never been used, so let's set that to auto. That was a miss by the goat. You know, they talk about that YouTuber blindness thing. You know about that YouTuber blindness? I'm going to tell you, it's a thing. Okay? That's what happened there. At least that's what we're going to blame that on. All right? Let's go with this level 2 card, and I'm going to get it simply to merge. And we're going to see what kind of level 3 options we can get. Okay, look at this. So here's our Repenter's Tower. And we're going to have 2 of those for now. At some point, though, I'll combine them. And I'm going to go ahead and just spend this rock card because it's going to boost the Hellfire damage. Sometimes I decide to leave those over into the next round so that I can combine them with another level 1. But because we've got all Hellfire, I'll just let it ride and spend it for now. We're getting strong, folks. All right, so let's reveal some cards here. Extra Pump. Increase health per second by 0.1. Interesting. This is a wind tower. This is one of the newer towers I've opened up by buying cards. So I'm just going to take 2 of these at random. If there were some level 3s or 4s in there, I would have chosen based on the level. I think we're going to go with another structure slot for now. And then we'll look for another tower that does Hellfire, and we'll just keep building on that. I think we might want to do this because 40% is Gigundo. I think you'd agree. All right, but again, I don't spend until I know all my options. So let's do that. Increases garrison unit damage, tower attack speed. That does get pretty important with the Repenters. So let's take that one, and we might just spend these at this point. All right, let's do that. And then I'm gonna save this rock for next time and spend that less energy. I like to try and spend all the energy every turn, if I can. And this is nice up here that this is being used for us. It was just popped down there. Just another nice thing to have out there that'll do some damage to the enemies for you. Okay. As I assumed, there's a rock. Ooh, this is exactly what I was looking for. This card right here is a huge part of our strategy. So we're going to take that for sure. We're going to pop that off. An extra 50% damage. Here's another extra 10% damage. And then we're going to see what else we can get. We've got 1 energy left. Okay, so we'll take that, and because it's in this slot over here, it's going to stay there safely, and we can move into the next round. It'll be waiting there for us next time. And as you can see, we're handling the horde just fine right now because we just increased our overall damage by 60% across the board for every tower. Oh my goodness, look at this. Another Repenters, another Great Cleanser. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to combine that. And boy, you know, I want to have a garrison of some kind. And so let's do that. It's good to have two of them, I've found. I want to... Trying to decide here. We've got 2 energy left. All right, let's go ahead and combine the rocks. Look at that. That's what I was hoping. So anytime we go to level 2, there's a possibility that Ignite could pop. And we're going to use it every time. So, bummer here. You know, I would have probably considered doing that as well, but that was a really great turn for us. You're seeing it in the damage numbers, just watching that horde melt. Plus, because it's Hellfire damage, look at this. That gets affected as well. All right, increases garrison unit damage by 10%, increases the damage of all tower projectiles. I'm leaning this way. We've got 2 garrisons going right now. Probably going to stay that way. Do I want to do that and then combine them? Yes. Okay. So we've got that going. Let's combine these level 2s and see what kind of options we have. Look at this. Okay. Well, I just goofed that up by pressing that button because this was going to stay here protected, but now we've got to pay an energy. No worries, though. We have it. I'm also going to drag this over here. I'm going to save the rock because we're probably going to end up with a rock when we reshuffle these 11 cards. It's my guess. I talked about last time we played that, you know, I don't find myself playing a lot of auto battler games. There was that one recently. It's escaping my mind right now. Oh, look at this. Okay, we might have to do that. We're just going to have to figure out a way to fit it all in, you know? But I'm really enjoying this one. Really, really am. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we gotta do it. We gotta do it every time. So that's gonna burn 2. I mean, I'm almost thinking I want this too. We could... Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get crazy with the damage. And I'm gonna save this. Gotta burn the rock for now. But we'll get it on the shuffle. We'll get it back. Look, we're not even seeing them. Here, I'll zoom out to give everybody a sense for our overall range. But this is looking really good for right now. I think we're gonna have no problem getting through this opening lust area. We'll go ahead with the Hellfire damage again. We'll go with the speed this time. That'll help the speed of our flying meteor rocks. And we're gonna have to lose these 2, but that's fine. That's fine. At some point, I'm hoping for the other type of Hellfire tower. It's kind of a flamethrowery type tower. Maybe we'll have it pop here. Okay. Well, this one's good for us. So we'll take that, and we'll take that. just in case we run into a situation where we can apply Curse. I think that we will go with this time rather than an extra tower space, because we've still got this open space that we haven't even put a tower on yet. And, you know, these guys are putting out some massive damage as well. I suppose let's just go with another garrison, especially with that 50% production boost. Why not, right? We've got 2 more energy here. So let's go with the increase. We'll pull this over here and we'll lock it. Technically, I could have used that AoE rock because they don't cost anything, so that was a mistake on my part. All right, we've got a great cleanser, but our cleanser is already epic. This will cost 2, but we might be able to do something even better here. Let's try for something. So, are we gonna be able to do it? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. Let's grab our level 3. Another great cleanser. Okay, and then let's put this down here. Let's grab another level 3. I know it's an increase to damage, but it's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be worth it. If it's not worth it, we can blame me. Now we're gonna take the great cleanser. We're gonna pull this down here. We're gonna put this over here. Boom. Level 4 great cleanser. So put that over there. Pop that off. Now we've got a legendary great cleanser. Attack speed times 16. Not bad, right? Still enough energy to then support it even further by increasing the AoE, and we'll just go ahead and pop that off. Not a bad turn. Zoom out a little bit so we can get a sense for the size of the gluttony area. You can see our progress in the stage. As we kill, this is going to climb, and then we go into, you know, this planning phase. Creates a new bomber garrison. All right, this will do that, and then look what we can do. Perfect. New tower slot open. Let's go ahead and combine these. Oh, that's the one I was looking for, the Sunder. Now let's go ahead and grab that. There's another. Oh, we don't have the energy for it. Okay, so we'll lock that one up. And tower attack speed. You know what? We'll lock that one up too. And maybe that'll just be our 2 moves next turn. 3 and 3. We are just cruising right along through gluttony. Did anybody watch that Nintendo Direct? The one from yesterday? Some pretty interesting stuff on there, you know? All right, I'm gonna take this level 3 just because it's a level 3, not because I want it, but because I can then combine and get higher level cards faster. Speaking of, so, oh, well, we gotta do that. We're gonna go ahead and put that out there officially. We're gonna go ahead and do this with our remaining stuff, and I guess we're just gonna go ahead and leave this there and pass. So they've taken F-Zero and they've made F-Zero 99, just like they made Tetris 99 at one point in time. So you can play F-Zero now with 98 other drivers, and you know, seeing it on the screen, it looked crazy. It looks as crazy as it sounds. right, so we've got a couple level 3s in here. I want to use this one. So let's burn these and see what we can get here. Cursed enemies take plus 30% damage from all sources. Yet right now, we can't curse anybody, but I hope to be able to curse people in the future. But this would be nice too. Especially with Sunder and the Great Cleanser. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna use it because we do have to start thinking about range overall. The sooner you can do damage to the enemies, the better off you're gonna be. All right, that works out really well. We'll go ahead and fire off this hot rock, and then I'm gonna take the Repenters because it's a level 2. We'll hold on to that for a combination the next time. And then they had this Princess Peach Showtime where I think she's going through various movie sets, it looked like, and she's getting capabilities that are tied to the movies. So, you know, the one section had her running around with a sword, which did look quite interesting, I'm not gonna lie. All right, we're gonna combine these rocks and see if we can get another TNT. All right, not that time, but that's okay. We've gotten a ridiculous amount of those, in my opinion. We'll go ahead and take that, and we're gonna go ahead and combine it and see what kind of level 3 options we can get here. Increases garrison unit damage by 15%. That would not be bad at all. Let's do that. And we're gonna fire this off as well. And I'll hang on to the Cursed Rock just for combining. You know, I don't know if it's a game that I would play, per se, but it did look like an interesting game that they've put together for folks, which I appreciate the creativity that goes into some of this stuff. All right, let's see what we can get here. That's going to be great. That's not bad because it's a level 4. And this is just an interesting card. So I'm going to take this because we'll eventually be able to upgrade our tower. And this is just, that's good stuff. Tower attack speed. That'll affect Sunder. I think we are ready for an additional slot, so let's do that. We're getting strong out here, folks, I gotta tell you. Are you excited? I'm excited. Let's go ahead and combine the rock. You were probably thinking it too. Come on, TNT, right? Increases garrison unit damage by 10%. You know, it doesn't really matter because I'm just going to combine them anyways and see what we can get. Resets all garrison spawn timer spawning units for each garrison. Deals Hellfire damage in a straight line. Another Sunder Tower. I mean, that wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad at all. Let's do it. All right. This is going to have to wait until next time. But that's okay. We've got that ability. We can just lock these up. And then we're good. Yeah, we got to work on the range of our flamethrowers, our Hellfire flamethrowers. Isn't this a cool game? I'll tell you what. I think it's neat. All right, we're going to play our uncommon Sunder and turn it into a rare. And boy, oh boy, we've got 3 left here. We've got these sitting here still. All right, you know what? We'll go ahead. Well, hold on. Do these tower projectile speed? Okay. You know what? I don't know if these are supported by that capability. So we'll go with this. And then we're moving on. This is a good one to combine with another level 4. Never wasted, because the rarity level is harder to get up to organically. So if you've got one sitting there, and then you pop another level 4, well, then you're at the highest rarity. I mean, this could be good to get. Okay. Let's pull these back, and let's combine the rocks. And we'll just kind of climb up from there. So here's another Hellfire. And so what we're gonna do is combine the 2 Hellfire damages. And there we go, that's what I was hoping for. And then we're gonna do this. Look at that. Increase Hellfire damage by 30%. How about it? Look at that, it affects all of them. Now, if you've been wondering why I haven't been combining these yet, that is a great question. I think we're gonna go and do those right now. And we'll go ahead and use this hemorrhage as well, and then we're gonna hold the fast rock over. And now we've got to figure out something for these 2 open tower slots. I always struggled with the greed area that we're in right now. I think we'll go Great Cleanser. Not necessarily to put it out there, more as a combo card. Let's go with the rocks, and we'll take Repenters, and I think we're gonna go ahead and combine that with the cleanser and see what we get. All right, this is great. So we are gonna put one of these out there. This tower applies curse, and if you remember, we get some health back when we kill cursed guys, and I think at some point we took a card that made cursed enemies take more damage, if I'm remembering that right. I think we did that. Another buff to range there. That's great. And we're ready. So, I mean, we're at full health right now, so we're not seeing it, but technically when we kill cursed enemies, shown by the little purpley skull above their head, we're getting health back. All right, interesting. So let's go with the new tower. And I think we'll just boost the hell out of the range. And then let's go ahead and save a level 3 card. Hopefully for a nice combo next time. That's a little concerning with how close those guys are getting. But those meteor rocks are just doing the job right now. We're absolutely going to apply this. And I suppose we'll boost that tower, because why not? Usually I would save this, but I don't have any points left of energy to save it. So we're gonna let it rip. We're definitely holding our own. There's still some improvements I'd like to make overall, but I think this is a good mix of towers that we have going so far. All right, so if you've noticed, we've been, littering the area with coins at times, and eventually you'll open up a shop going to go ahead and take this, I think. No, you know what? Let's reshuffle. I should really just focus on level 3 and higher, I think. Unless it's something really good, like we have one of these that we could combine it with. Oh, I don't have enough. Right. Well, I probably should have looked at how much I had when I spent money on the reshuffle. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Wow. I mean, I almost feel bad for these sinners. This is going to get rough for them. We're going to go with the AoE. And I think we'll go ahead with that as well. And then let's see if we can pop another TNT. All right, maybe not. Just add insult to injury there. Every time you play 4 cards in a single turn, deals 20 normal damage, increases AoE of all tower projectiles, creates a new bomber garrison unit. All right. Let's do that, and we'll go ahead and lock that. Because we'll probably end up with a rock the next dealing of cards. Yeah, so I was looking for reasons to dust off the Nintendo Switch. You know, it's really my kids that utilize it, but we're not using it a whole lot. I want a reason to go back to it. Now, they did have an updated version of Contra that they showed off, and that did look pretty epic. Okay, so we're gonna take Sunder, and I think we're just gonna mix it here with this. Let's see what we get. Power card. If a tower card exists, increase garrison damage by 30%, decreases tower damage. No, don't want to do that. I could see a case for the Invigoron. Basically, it's going to give us a faster recharge on any active abilities. Unfortunately, we only have the one. Usually I have more than that. Let's kick that out. And you know what? We're gonna just go for it here. We're gonna see what kind of level 5 options we get. Oh goodness. Look at this. When a sinner dies from Hellfire damage, create a fire column in their place that persists for 5 seconds, burning nearby enemies. My goodness. Yes. And look at it costs 5, we have 5 left. It's perfect. It's perfect. I'm not even mad that we can't use the Invigoron this turn. Now basically what we've done is we have gotten to a point where Hellfire, you know, the lava fire looking stuff, is going to be all over the screen because we are only killing these guys with Hellfire. The Dark Marker does a little bit of damage, but chances are they're going to die from the Hellfire. It's great news. I'm going to pull the level 3 just because it's a level 3. It's going to get us to that higher tier faster. Okay. So, we're absolutely doing that. And might as well just do this as well. And then what we'll do is we'll hold that until the next round. That's looking good to me. So far, this run's going well. Hellfire is quickly becoming my favorite. Increases tower range by 20%. You know? Yes. Sold. Increases garrison unit damage by 15%. So this is one I was holding. But you know what? You know what? Let's live a little. Okay? Look at this. Sometimes you gamble and it works out. So what we say is goodbye to the rare, hello to the epic. We're that much further in range, projectiles, and even more pierce. It's great, isn't it? And we've got 1 energy left. So, is it Sunder or Sunder? Oh boy, I didn't even see that. Look at this. Okay, so now we get an upgraded Sunder to combine with that, and we'll have an epic Sunder next turn. This just went from bad to worse to terrible even for the sinners. I gotta tell you, that's the way I feel about it. All right, so let's do that, and let's see what else we can get here. Come on, maybe a TNT this time. Maybe. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's pop that there, and go ahead and play the Invigoron. Go ahead and just apply that. But look at this. I mean, we're becoming unstoppable. It's going in that direction as we move through the different tiers of hell. Oh boy, Divine Sight, wonderful pick. Heals the tower 10%. The Great Cleanser. Okay, so we're gonna take that, and we'll take that. Getting an extra structure slot. I think we're ready. Let's make it even harder on them. How about it? We just have to decide what we want. Well, let's go with more range, for sure. And do we want to go recharge rates? Let's pull that out of there for a minute. Let's see what we can get over here. Because then technically we've got a level 2 we could combine with. All right, we'll take this, pull this down, combine with this. Let's see what pops. The Great Cleanser. Well, that's not necessarily going to help. Our Repenters is already pretty well built up, but you know what we can do? This is what we can do. I mean, I'm open to having another Great Cleanser, because we're going to combine these. And now we've got a Super Sunder. Damage times 16. Holy moly. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll grab another Great Cleanser. Why not, right? Okay. Three legendary level towers. One epic, providing curse. Another 30% increase to all Hellfire damage. I mean, if I was the Sinners, I'd be really, really pissed right now. This is not fair. I think we go with another Sunder Tower. Let's do it. And can't save the Cursed Rock, but technically the Dark Marker does fire unholy damage apparently, so why not, right? We've pretty much ruined that with the TNT, because of course you get the 50% addition to Hellfire, but then everything else takes a nosedive. And that's why it is only a level 2. Alright, so there's the Blood Clot power. I would like to have that out there just to have another power. Increases tower range. Perfect. Let's pop this off, and let's see what we can get as far as a level 2 goes. Is anybody thinking TNT? All right, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they're just like, look, you know, you're already drunk with power. Just shut up about the TNT. For goodness sakes. I understand. Just making our way through Heresy. And look at these guys, not only have the long voyage, but look what they're carrying. I mean, that must be heavy. They're feeling it in the knees, just like you're feeling it in the knees because of the weight of your wish list. My goodness. All right. We're going to go Hellfire damage. Because of course we are. Come on. Another 30%. Wow. Okay. I mean, should we just do it? It's going to affect 3 towers. Yeah. And this one, we're going to put over here and save for next time because that's going to boost that tower. And you know what? We'll play the rock. Wonderful. Cheers to you, by the way. You know, it's later in the day. I am out here with a Waterloo, sparkling water, pineapple flavor. Come on. This is living. It's hot in hell, but I'm feeling good. Very refreshed. Increases tower range by 20%. Let's do it. Yes. And let's put that on auto. Why don't we do that as well? Oh, we were gonna play our tower. That's right. There it is. And, you know, I don't think we need that. So let's combine. And we'll just take this just because. Pop that down there. And we're gonna take this. And then next time around, we're gonna have an epic Sunder Tower. Isn't that nice how that works? And we've got some really nice range happening with the Sunder Tower. If you can kind of see that here, let me slow things down a moment if we can. There we go. You can see it. You can see it reaching its flaming fingers out in the crowd and just scorching them, just cooking them up. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and get that tower. There it is. And we'll go ahead with another increase to Hellfire damage across the board. I don't know, maybe we get a TNT. You know, if I keep calling for it, at some point, it's gonna happen. We're gonna will it into existence, okay? We'll pop that over there, and then we're gonna come over here and say, hey, what do you know about those level 3 cards? Here's a Great Cleanser, and we're gonna take that. And we're gonna get an epic Great Cleanser next turn. I guess we can kick the speed up again, huh? Let's do that. Full up on structures at this point. Things are looking really great. Just chewing through Heresy like you wouldn't believe. All right, there's another Hellfire damage. Wow. I'm gonna grab both of these level 3 cards. You know, we're just moving up in the world here. 40% tower attack speed. Yes. Wow. All right, we've moved on to violence. You know, I could combine these and see what kind of level 5 we could get, or I could just use them. And we are expanding the range by 40% this turn. That is what we're doing. Then we'll get an epic Great Cleanser, which now has an even higher attack speed. Hellfire across the board, looks good to me. Let her rip right through violence. So this tracks your stage progress, and this tracks your stages through the violence area that we're in. 40% boost to AoE, Hellfire damage. Wow. Yeah, this is an easy decision to just pop those off. And then let's see what we might be able to save for next time. Just pop that out there. All right, look at this. Another boost to range. Quite a boost, I should say. We'll go ahead and pop that off. Of course, we'll pop this off. And that leaves us 1 energy. We'll go ahead and put that there and lock it down. And then we'll apply that. These guys are getting beefier along the way, these spider-looking guys, so we'll have to see how we hold up, but I have a feeling we're going to be good to go. Let's see how we do. They are now entering the meteor zone. Let's go ahead and apply this boost to damage again, and another one right behind it, because why not? All right. Yeah, so those guys went down. Look at that. Let's just slow this down for a second. Zoom in. Wow. Just gotta appreciate that. It's impenetrable. You know, and if you're this guy, you're out there, you go, hey, Lucy, I'm on my way, I'll see you, you know, it's white. And then you get there and you go, oh shit, I'm not going anywhere, Lucy, I'm not coming home tonight. Don't worry about keeping dinner warm, you know? Or maybe one of those cold dinners, because it's been warm for a while for that guy. All right, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that. And what are we gonna do here? Are we gonna leave these? You know, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's just get silly with it. We'll take this, and then we're gonna go ahead and combine these 2 level 2s. We'll grab something over here, and then let's see what kind of level 4 we can get, right? The Dark Marker. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's going to be good for the next turn. Another legendary tower. All right, we'll kick the speed back up. Zoom out a little bit. See all the action. These are weird-looking guys over here. A lot of sinners punished. And we're getting paid for all this work as well. Not just in the coins. We're actually going to get paid after the round, and then we can use that money to open up different forms of meta progression in the game. You got new characters, you got new cards that can be opened up. We'll show all that off at the end of the round. Let's do that, I think. Yeah, let's do that. And then we're gonna go ahead and save that one for next time. Yeah, this Hellfire damage is pretty out of control right now. Oh, no level 3s to be found. You know what? I'm gonna go with this because I would like to get another active skill out there, and you can build up shield. Not necessarily because we're gonna need it. I think we have built up an impenetrable wall here. Let's go 100% tower damage. That's gonna help with Sunder. All right, we'll do this, and let's go range again, too. Wow. This works out just fine. And then next time we'll do something with that. All right. We have entered Fraud. It makes me think of playing through Dante's Inferno. That was such a great game. Let's go with this. And let's do this one too. Let's see what we get here. You know, my dad is a gamer. My retired dad is a gamer, and it's really cool. He has a Series X at home with Game Pass, and you know, he recently played Dante's Inferno, and I'm getting text messages about that one fight. If you know, you know. You know the one. He says, "My goodness, what is this game?" I said, "I know. I know. It's a crazy game." All right, so we have a level 5 Great Cleanser. We're going to knock out our Epic. We're going to throw down our level 5. And, I mean, just look at this. Look at this. What do you even say? You know, let's throw this out there. Let's put it on auto. We're going to start building up shield capacity now. All right. I'm starting to feel bad. I really am. I'm just going to save this. All right. I'm starting to feel bad. So yeah, he finished Dante's Inferno, and he loved it. And now he's playing the new Diablo. And my brother had to get on a conference call with him and help him through a lot of it. He had leveled up a whole bunch of times, and he never applied any of his points. He's like, "Well, I'm going into these areas. I'm getting destroyed. I'm getting destroyed. I don't know. I just die all the time." My brother says, "You got to spend the points, man. Come on. You got to spend the points." He knows now about spending the points. Look, you can't even make sense of what's going on the screen. This is like the end of a very good Vampire Survivors match, where you can just step away and go, "Hey, all right, I guess we can just call it a day." I don't need any of these cards. If they show us some higher level cards, I might. If an Epic Sunder should pop, I'll do it, but that's really all we need, is an Epic Sunder. I'm not seeing it. I mean, I'll take this. You know, I don't think we need it, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. You know, we're going to go into the last area now, I believe. So let's, I don't know. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. What could go wrong? All right, where are we entering? Treachery. Look at this. Oh boy. Let's build up that range even more. And let's go ahead and apply Weaken. Okay, so Weaken was the one that I was talking about. I thought we played it earlier. We might have. But now that they're all cursed, they're going to take 30% more damage. Goodness gracious. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, so we can see the whole deal. I was just thinking some additional range would be nice for Sunder and for our swirl of fiery death balls. I mean, it's pretty accurate, right? It is. It is. All right, let's do that. Cheers to you. Take a quick sip here. That's a nice thing about these auto battlers. Now, I did mention earlier, I enjoyed Loop Hero quite a bit as well. I just got to a point where I couldn't get any further in the game. Unique. Half of all non-Hellfire damage is converted to Hellfire. Oh my god. So the Dark Marker is just gonna kill if we do this. Or we could get the level 5 Sunder and have all legendary towers. What would you do? What would you do? I'm gonna go with that. I want all legendary towers. All right, so we're gonna wipe that out. Put this down. We're gonna expand range again. And we're gonna put this over here. Save it for next time. You know, I remember the one section in Dante's Inferno. I mean, there was lots of interesting imagery in that game. This section had souls that were suffering, of course, being punished. And they were drowning internally in liquid gold. You know, quite a sight. I remember it. Now we are officially killing them before we even see them. I don't think I can zoom out any further. We can see here, yeah. So we can see the whole deal. Well, this is the one that we didn't do last time, so we'll do it this time. Dark Marker just got a huge upgrade. Another weaken. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. You ever feel OP in a video game and then you're like, well, you know, I mean, we could, surely we could make the numbers just a little bit bigger, couldn't we? Look at these guys. They're like barely getting to the scene. They can't even smell the exit. Can you imagine that? Alright, we'll save that one for next time. And moving on. You think they just go back to their hell cell? Like a pinky sinner and a brain sinner, and they're like, what are we doing tonight? We're gonna try to escape from hell. Like, that's what I imagine, you know? They're all like miniature Zagreuses. Oh, we'll just, you know, we'll plan our escape again, you know, that's all. Gonna try to get past Dad. Not today. Not today. You know, if you look at it in such a way, it starts to look like a pizza. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I'm not thinking about food or anything, but it, you know, it kind of does. That's all. Looks like a pizza. And, you know, if the fire would just get a little bit closer, you'd be like, oh God, it's a pepperoni pizza, right? Look at that. 9,200 sinners punished. Isn't that exciting? All right, we're gonna collect our rewards. See, we get paid. 920 bucks. I mean, that's not a bad day's work. Not bad at all. And then we go back. And, ooh. What is this? Grants one extra choice when upgrading or re-rolling cards. A max of 5. That's cool. Now we can go into this area and we can buy promotions, which opens up more fun cards to work with. Transforms all rock cards currently in the deck or the discard pile to slap cards. Okay. Fork Tower. Here's a new tower, the Forker. Fork towers shoot 3 parallel projectiles dealing holy damage. Cool. All right. We're going to have to maybe consider doing a holy run. Triggers a reshuffle. That's cool. A judgment tower that deals unholy damage. Okay, another new tower type. A pulsing gravitational field pulling sinners towards the center. Okay, so that's an active capability that you can pop off. Another tower deals AoE Hellfire damage in a line extending from the tower. The Dark Pike. Destroys all garrisons. Increases tower damage by 50% per garrison destroyed. Increases tower range by 25%. Decreases tower damage by 15%. Interesting. So a help me, hurt me, cat eye. At level 3. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so we've burned all our credits. And then we've got other interesting things going on. And I can tell you, too, I got a win that was off screen with, the similar approach, and it provided a key. And I put the key in this admin lock, and it filled that slot. So I'm going to say something. Lewis Pollock, one of our community members, pointed out that, this game has an interesting story type layer to it. Very similar, getting some Inscription vibes. And I thought that was a really great way to say it. So, hey, folks, this is a game called Heretics Fork. This is a roguelite, deck builder, auto battler. And I'm going to tell you, it's fun. It's fun. You can find the link to this game in the video description. Check it out. And if you're not going to pick it up right away, maybe you do these guys a favor and wishlist it. It helps them so much with showing up in the infinite gallery of Steam games. You know what I'm talking about. You've gotten lost, once or twice, right? Right? You're in there, you're lost, you're saying, Ma, help me, that whole thing. So let's do this again sometime. We'll get together on the Goat Force Gaming channel, we'll play a roguelike or a roguelite because, well, damn it, that's what we do every time. And you know what? We'll give away a video game at least once a week because that's what we do. We're going to give away at least 100 games in 2023. Keep hanging out with us. You could win. All right. Take care out there. See you again soon.